What up? We're back at it. We are back at it. All right. So it's been a long time since I've been back it's been a long time since I've been back at my normal setup, my normal trade station. So let me go ahead and hit the record on the computer. So normally, I got an older iMac, and normally when I'm on here trying to record on the computer, it's a little hectic, but we're about to jump right into it. First time legit live trading SPY, live trading on the TikTok, trying to set it up on the old device, but let's take care of the disclosure and the disclaimer. So please note that the following is not legal advice or financial advice and is provided for informational or educational purposes and educational purposes only. Investing in securities carries a high degree of risk and can result in the loss of your entire investment. You should consult with a qualified financial advisor or legal professional before making any investment decisions. The information contained in this presentation does not constitute an offer or solicitation to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments. Any opinions expressed in this presentation are subject to change without notice and should not be relied upon as a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. Please do your own due diligence and research before making any investment decisions. All right, now with that being said, big shout out to those of y'all that have joined already. Mark, I see you. Okay, user 639-73473, aka Ruben, Larry, appreciate y'all. So let's get into a little bit of live trading. Now, I have already did a trade for today. I put it in my Discord community. Let me show y'all what that looked like. And we're waiting for this 10 a.m. data to come out. And I'm actually going to try to trade it, but we'll go to the Discord community so y'all can see it. And so this was the quick trade of the morning that I put into the Discord. Quick 5%, 6%. You guys know, if you're new to my Discord, my name, or my Discord, but my TikTok live, my name is Curtis G, and I focus on options trading for beginners. So this was the first trade that I dropped into the Discord, which was scalping some SPY calls. We did a quick 5%. So if you know me, I typically go for base hits. I'm not looking for grand slams or home runs every trade. A nice compounding, putting my trades on top of each other, 5 to 10%, what we can see here. So now we want to take a look at the market and see if we can find any trades to get into. So let me go ahead and bring up trading view. Of course, we want to fit this down into, there we go. We want to fit it down into TikTok. It's always weird kind of get the visuals right on TikTok on here. Let me kind of shrink myself down a little bit. Hold on. All right. So we're looking at SPY. All right, let's go back to SPY. And we are looking potentially at the 30-minute chart right here. Look on the right-hand side of the screen. So we've got a few minutes left. And we're going to see if there's any bullish momentum still available. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Let's give some shout outs to those of y'all in here. Eagle 5, I see you. Haley Esus Z. Will Arnold, On My Mama, Escape R22 Podcast, Fredo in the Cut, and Mad Haven in. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Okay, so we're just taking a look at SPY right now. We're on the 30-minute chart. We are on the 30-minute chart, so let's just see what happens. I feel like this light is just a little bright on the, I don't know what's name. Let's turn that down. There we go. I feel like that's a little bit better. All right. So let's see what happens with SPY. Let's see where it ends. Connor Scott, thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Let's run them up. Looking for SPY. I'm going to get ready. Now, y'all bear with me because this is my first time on my setup trying to do live trading. I typically use my primary phone and computer for my trades. So now what I got to do is use another device to get in on my trade. So I'll try to open it up like that. All right. We're looking at SPY. Potentially, we might want to look at some calls. Okay. Now I'm looking at September 3rd expiration. Of course, if you're new to my if you're new to my TikTok, I typically focus on scalping. So I'm not much of a day trader or a swing trader. Every now and then I look for swing trades. Every now and then I look for longer day trades. But for the most part, I'm a scalper. Now, my definition of a scalper is anybody who gets in and out of a trade in less than 60 minutes. So right now we've approached and we're kind of pushing up on this previous day, or not the previous day, but the pre-market high. I appreciate the follow. I just got a follow. Let me see who that was. I can't tell. It looks like it might be Chinese or Japanese or a foreign language character. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We have got about a minute left with this first 30-minute candle. Let me bring that down so we can see it a bit better. So if you look over here where my cursor is on the right hand side of the screen, we've got less than a minute left on this candle. So we're just looking to see. Right now we've got some very, very bullish sentiment, and we're wondering if SPY is going to continue to break above the pre-market high, which is looking like it's doing. But with that being said, we already did have one green trade of the day. So this trade, I'm going to tell y'all, if we do get into one, it's going to be very, very, very conservative. All right, so we got into this trade. This was the first one of the day. We made 5%, traded with less than 1,000. If you guys know me, like, I like to trade very, very conservatively, but I am getting a bit more out of my comfort zone. All right, all right. All right, 18 seconds. I'm over looking at some potential calls for SPY. All right, all right. We got 7 seconds left on here. We're looking at September 3rd calls for a quick scalp. All right, I'm in there, but I feel like I got a bad entry. We are in the trade right there. We are in SPY calls right there. So let's see how it goes. Okay, okay. All right. SPY calls. Okay, looks like we're up 60 bucks already. Oh my gosh. Gonna go ahead and exit this trade. Very fast, very fast. All right, what happened that fast? 206. 206 is 28. My bad, y'all. Not used to doing this live, but sold out that quick. We got in and out of those calls very quick on the scalp. Very, very quick on the scalp right there. If you saw it, I didn't even have enough time to even signal my trade, put it in the Discord. It jumped up to profit target that fast. If you look at this candlestick, right when this 30-minute candlestick opened, it popped up. So it didn't even have time to really signal my Discord or anything like that. But I was looking for calls. Told you guys right there. Just craziness, crazy bullish momentum. So let's take a look. All right, I don't even know what it was. Let's see what the profit was. All right. So if you guys just saw a live trade, so I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with me. We got about 50 people. I did my very first live trade. I wish I was better prepared to show you guys. I wish I was very prepared to show you that, to be able to break it down and everything like that. But please give me a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to know what I was looking for. If you want me to recap why I was kind of bullish and why I was thinking about scalping some calls. All right, Tony dropped a 1. I appreciate that, Tony. Thank you so much. And we got some follows. Thank y'all for the follows. We got 1s from Pythagorean 7. Okay, even though we got some retracement right now, remember, we're already out of the trade. So we already got in and out that fast, already out of the trade right there. And so essentially, I want to break it down for y'all. Essentially, what we were looking for is, now, I'm not a gatekeeper, and my name's Curtis G. My TikTok live is all about options trading for beginners. Now, I'm going to go over this particular setup that was taught to me by like a mentor. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm the one who created this, that it's all on me or nothing like that. I'm going to go over the setup and the strategy, and then I'm going to show you who I got it from so you guys can go straight to the source. Now, as you already just saw, I'm more of a scalper. It took me less than a minute, 2 minutes right there to make that trade. Now, the first thing that we do is we want to mark out, we're looking at SPY on the 30-minute chart. We want to mark out the pre-market low. We want to mark out the pre-market high, which are these 2 white lines, right? We mark out the pre-market high and the pre-market low. And then when the market opens, you want to mark out where the market opened right here with this blue line. So let me bring this over just a little bit. Boom. So we got our pre-market low, we got our pre-market high, and then we got where the market opened up at. Now, after the first 30 minutes, if the first candle closes above the open, then it's an indication to kind of scalp some calls or to be a little bit bullish to the upside. If this first 30-minute candle closes below the open, then you want to scalp some puts. Now, normally, based on the opening price, we want to target either the pre-market high or the pre-market low. In this case, what we saw was this first 30-minute candle closed above the pre-market high. So that made this trade risky, but I still had confidence that we were still going to have at least some bullish momentum for the first part of this 30-minute candle. And that's what we saw right away right here. A quick little, as you guys see, boom, we did that right live with us. So it's a very simple strategy, and the cool thing about it is you can change the time frame. Now, me personally, I use the 30-minute and the 7-minute, but if you want to use the 45, if you want to use the 4-hour, the 1 hour, you can use those time frames. Or if you want to use EMAs, if you want to use VWAP, you can incorporate that. So the long and short of the strategy is really just a opening range breakout based off of the pre-market highs and the pre-market lows. But really quick, we are in and out and we are done. We got 2 green trades for Friday, which is super, super dope. 2 green trades for Friday. I didn't even get a chance because it went by so fast to alert my Discord doing this live with y'all. This is my first time doing the live trading. But as we can see here, this was the first trade of the day. That was green too. So very nice. Good way to end the week. Good way to end Friday. All right. Let me see. We got a question. How do I join your Discord? So the link is in the bio. You know what I mean? So you could join there. Please come through. We would love to have you. All right, Pythagorean 7 says exponential moving average, EMA. Yo, Marvin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Let me scroll through you guys to look at any other comments. Let's see. Okay, no other comments, but I appreciate y'all were rocking with me. Let's run up those likes. Let's run up those shares. Please, please, please. Big shout out to Mocha Ray. Thank you for coming through and joining the live. Thank you. Mocha Ray sent some roses. I see you. So as to be expected, we're currently looking at SPY. It's a good thing that we didn't get greedy. We went ahead and took our profits right away on that trade, and we're coming back down, which is to be expected. Now, what I think is going to happen is we'll have more of a retracement in this immediate moment on SPY to come down, but we might use the pre-market as a little bit of support, which is currently what's happening. All right. Keenan says you get in the SPY calls. That's right. Yeah, we did two SPY calls so far within the first hour of the trading day. We had 2 successful scalps on SPY calls, Keenan. So we are in and out. 2 green trades for the day. No need to continue to trading. Don't want to overtrade. Don't want to get greedy. This is how it looks like right here. You guys see that? Boom. So I'm really glad. I know a lot of you have been asking for me to do some live trading, but as you all know, I'm not a full-time trader. I do have a 9-to-5 gig. I do have a job. So I try to get on TikTok live whenever I can if I have space in the day in between meetings and things of that nature or on my lunch break. So I really wanted to make it a point to do some live trading today with you all. And as we all see, I was able to knock it out that fast. All right. So we got the user asking if there's going to be a bullish engulfing. That I don't know. So if you were on my live yesterday or throughout this week, I've been breaking down one of my favorite strategies or setups that I back tested hundreds of times. And it's about a bullish engulfing that occurs above the previous day high. So if you guys want me to go over that strategy, that I back tested, that has basically a 75 to 80% success rate or win rate, drop a 1 in the chat. If you guys want me to go over my bullish engulfing strategy, please drop a 1 in the chat. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you. We're getting close to 1,000. We're getting close to 1K. All right, we got 1 from Keenan. We got 1 from Will Arnold. All right, so you guys bear with me for a second. We're going to take this step by step. What we're going to go over right now is my strategy for bullish engulfings, right? So the first thing I want to show y'all is my back testing log. Now, I'm not going to front. I didn't make this up, but I'm very proud of it because I discovered it on my own. So here's my back testing Excel sheet. Let me bring it down so it fits within the view for TikTok. All right. I know this might be hard to see, but I'm going to start over here on the right-hand side. Hold on. So if you're just now joining, what we're looking at is my back testing strategy. We've already did a live trade. So if you're just joining, you've already missed the live trade of the day. But what I want to show you all is this strategy that I back tested. And if you look over here on the left-hand side of my Excel sheet, you can see by all of these different rows that I've back tested this almost 200 times. I back tested this almost 200 times. And when the right parameters are present, there is an 80% success rate of this bullish engulfing strategy. So I want to break it down for you because we've got some questions in the chat. So let me break down this strategy. I'm very proud, I'm very happy, and I'm just super stoked out to share it with y'all. And the reason why I'm super proud of it is because it wasn't something that was directly taught to me. It was something that I kind of realized and learned on my own. And we actually saw this yesterday. So the first thing that we're looking for is a bullish engulfing. I think we saw it on Apple. Let me go to Apple. Give me just one moment. We want to go to Apple. AAPPL. All right. So the cool thing is I primarily tested this on SPY, but you can apply this to any ticker symbol, right? And we're talking about my bullish engulfing strategy. Let me show y'all. Let me let this load up. Give me just a second. All right, we're on the 30-minute chart. Of course, this needs to be updated. We want to put this on extended hours. All right, so currently we're looking at Apple, 30-minute chart, and I've only back tested this on the 30-minute. So y'all bear with me, rock with me. But here it is right here. So the first step, you guys take your notes. I want to share this with you. I'm really proud to share this. The first step on this bullish engulfing strategy is when you recognize that there's a bullish engulfing. We're currently looking at Apple's chart from yesterday. If we see that there's a bullish engulfing that occurs, right? We have this bullish candle that completely engulfs this bearish one. First, that's the first thing that we're looking for. Then the second thing, or simultaneously, that we want to look for is we want to make sure that this bullish engulfing occurs above the previous day high. So we're looking at right here is yesterday for Apple. On the right hand side, we got yesterday for Apple right here. And then the previous day, which would have been Wednesday, there's a previous day high. So let me know you're rocking with me, right? So when you see a bullish engulfing that happens above the previous day high, according to the backtesting log, there's an 80% chance that the candle that you enter on is going to have a success rate right here. 80% chance. So this is primarily for scalping and primarily for looking at the 30-minute chart, this particular strategy. So let's say you see a bullish engulfing that occurs above the previous day high. There's a 30-minute chance that this candle that you enter on, this one right here, where my cursor's at, there's an 80% chance that this candle is going to be bullish, and that's exactly what we saw. Now, the next thing I want you to keep in mind and consider is, which we all know, is that, most candles have a bottom wick and a top wick, right? This bottom wick represents some pullback, right? This bottom wick represents some pullback. Oh my gosh, all right. All right, my bad, y'all. I keep getting these notices. I don't know if it's somebody in the comments or somebody that's reporting me, but whenever, like lately when I've been going live, I keep getting these notices from TikTok saying that my content is being restricted and that it's not going to come up in the live feeds, right? But basically, what I'm showing y'all is here we have a bullish engulfing. It occurs above the previous day high. So we got those first two steps. Now on my backtesting log, in this column right here, what I did was I went and I backtested all of the instances that were successful. What was the average pullback amount for the candle that you enter on? So if we go here and we entered on this candle, let me show you. If we entered on this candle right here, as you can see, there was some pullback. So you could potentially wait for this to drop down 10, 15, 20 cents. Enter into your calls and then scalp for a quick win right there. So that is a strategy that I'm really, really proud of. Right now, TikTok is really hating on me. Fabiola Lopez, thank you so much. I appreciate the roses. I appreciate the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I know we had a little bit of a choppiness, but did that make sense to everybody on that bullish engulfing strategy? I can go over it one more time with SPY. Let me go ahead and just show the 30-minute chart. Y'all bear with me. We'll just look at a 30-minute chart only on SPY. Where is it at? Here we go. And let me show you. I think it was back at the Fabiola. Thank you for the follow. Okay, let's bring this down. All right, let's look for the follow. we're looking for, where's it at? Where's it at? I believe it's the 19th. Okay, I want to show y'all another example. And if you're just joining right now, we've already done our live trade. It happened very fast. TJ says yes. Donnell Shaw says in time future. Let me make sure I'm not missing any comments. Tony says thank you because I've never seen anyone trade live from Robinhood. I like that. I'm new to this. Yes, whatever I can do to give y'all value. Okay, here's another example of, so I only trade currently right now. I'm only trading two strategies: the bullish engulfing, which I'm going over with y'all, and the opening range breakout. Right now, we're talking about the bullish engulfing. We just went over the Apple example, but let me give you an example from SPY. Now, I'm going to be straight up and down. When it comes to the bullish engulfing strategy, I've only back tested this and I've only used it on the 30-minute chart. But here we go. We're looking at SPY from August 19th. This is Monday. And what we see here is a bullish engulfing right here that occurred above the previous day high. So here's Monday, August 19th on SPY. Here's Friday. Here's Friday's high down here. So we've got our first step completed, right? We got a bullish engulfing that occurred above the previous day high. And then like I showed you on the back testing log, right? On average, there's at least a 20 cent drawback or a 20 cent pullback on the candle. So what you could do is, instead of entering right away, instead of getting in right away, you could wait for this candle to come down to this area, get in your calls. That gives you more breathing room on your risk management and your tolerance, right? For your stop loss, you can wait for it to come down here, get in your calls, and then catch this ride all the way up. Yo. User 8918 or 108UR, we going to 63, then dumping. Liam Profess, what are you using for back testing? All right, Liam. So what I did, thank you for asking that, Liam. This is a manual back testing log that I made on Excel. I did the date, I did the time that I saw the bullish engulfing, and then I was recording the symbols, but then I just said I'm just going to do SPY only. The next thing that I looked for was bearish lead up candles. Now, what does that mean? When in this column, for me, bearish lead up candles means, was there more than one bearish lead up candle? If there was more than one, on my backtesting log, I put a 1. If there was only one, right, as we see here, there was only one bearish candle, I put a 0. And then I log the above or below the previous day high, which we see here. Let me go ahead and zoom it out. Here's our bullish engulfing. Here's the previous day high. It occurred above it. And of course, if it occurred above the previous day high, it occurred above the previous day 50%. It occurred above the previous